Good morning, guys, and welcome to the 31 Days to Motivate Challenge. All right, so we are on day 17. Day 17. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, please go back and watch those now before starting today's video. And also, if you haven't liked and subscribed to this channel, please do so you get the notification when these bad boys come up. Alrighty, so let's get started. All right, guys, so today's chat is going to be about burnout. And that is something I feel I am familiar with after the year 2020, as you all may be as well. And basically, the definition of burnout is the physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion you feel after prolonged stress. And honestly, it is coupled with depression. Oftentimes, those symptoms of burnout mimic depression. So it's really important to make sure that during this time of our lives that we are staying in tune with our bodies and also listening to our body's cues. I also am going to preface this by saying in the description box, I will be putting the National Suicide Prevention phone number hotline. If you need any excess help, those people would be the ones to reach out to. Obviously, I am not going to put lightly a mental health condition or a mental health crisis that someone might be experiencing. These are only tips to help you manage a temporary period in time. And if this is prolonged in excess and it turns into depression or chronic depression, or if you're feeling like this is just something that's off, obviously these recommendations are just to help you through a hard time. They are not necessarily treatment. I am not a doctor, but I do have some understanding on how I am managing, and also I have researched some of the tips that I am giving you right now. So it is earlier in December, and I have just recently found out that Motivate Studios is being closed by Governor Wolf, along with all of the other gyms. I don't want to just single us out here, in our area and across the state due to the COVID-19 health crisis. So I definitely am feeling it in this current moment. I am being very vulnerable with you guys because at this point, this is a very stressful time in my life. And I might have on some subconscious level knew when I was making these videos or writing out this program that December was going to be a hard month. I did not expect it to be this hard. And so this is kind of how I am managing and dealing with my personal burnout. And I have in the past dealt with burnout in this way. But I want to make sure that I make it clear that I am here with you, and I know as humankind, we are all currently experiencing some level of burnout. So be kind to yourself is my first piece of information for you. I know you've probably heard it, but I mean it from the depths of my soul. Please be kind to yourself during this hard time. I am trying to do the same for myself, but it is very, very difficult. So I understand if you're feeling burnt out, girl, boy, whomever, I am with you. But looking into burnout, the first recommendation that most physicians were giving was exercise. And this is something that I have not faltered on. Obviously, it's my love in life, and it is definitely something that keeps me grounded. But even if you're working on developing this skill of using exercise as a coping mechanism, now is the most important time for you to be doing so. Mental health benefits are there and present, and we've talked about those before. But managing how you're feeling and boosting your endorphin levels, even not just talking about how badass you feel when you're done, but literally getting those chemicals released into your body are going to help you prevent feeling burnt out, overwhelmed, and exhausted. To a degree, it does not necessarily mean that you need to be exercising multiple hours a day or anything along those lines. Simply getting a 30 to 45 minute workout in daily, even a walk if you have to, is going to be important during this difficult time. The second common theme of a recommendation that I was finding online is maintaining a balanced diet. And honestly, these are not rocket science type of things, but during hard times or hard seasons, at least, I have come in contact with a lot of people that use food for coping or numbing, or alcohol for coping or numbing. And so making sure that you have an accountability person or someone you can talk to about these emotions that you're feeling are important, and also not going to these other coping mechanisms. So making sure that you're getting vegetables, you're at least taking your vitamins, you're getting healthy proteins and fats in a balanced diet, and then enjoying these wonderful holiday treats, because this season only happens once a year. So definitely enjoy it, especially if it makes you feel a little bit more childlike and prevent you from going into this full-blown exhaustion world that adulthood seems to be. Okay. Good sleep habits. I feel like sleep is under talked about. Sleep helps you to regulate your hormones. And so getting good sleep and making sure that you're winding down 30 to 45 minutes before bed, aka not watching TV, not engaging on electronics, not checking your email, none of that before bed is going to help you maintain healthy sleep habits. So even on the weekends, you should try and maintain your sleep schedule. And if your sleep schedule isn't necessarily healthy, it might be time to investigate ways to create a better sleep schedule throughout the week, and then continue that even on the weekends. And I know it doesn't sound fun when you want to just sleep in, but honestly, making sure that you're going to bed around the same time and waking up around the same time is going to help you maintain healthy sleep habits. And also regular exercise plays a role in that too. My last talking point when we're discussing burnout would be to ask for help. I have linked in previous videos the app and or company called BetterHelp, and that is actually an app or a company that helps you to link to healthcare or mental health professionals in your area. And I think it's really important that when talking about burnout, you address the things that are going on, maybe subconsciously, that have yet to have awareness brought to them in order to heal and handle those things so you don't feel so overwhelmed. Having people to talk to and listen to all of the things that are going on in your world, and not necessarily give you advice, but just to actually hear you vocalize them, is really important, especially when dealing with burnout. There were a lot of things while I was searching the internet talking about burnout. Like symptoms of burnout may include idealizing yourself on a vacation, or going somewhere else, or long breaks, or quitting your job. I mean, not necessarily like, out of the realm of things, but if you're doing that frequently and you're really idealizing leaving your own life and starting a brand new one, it might be a good idea to start talking those feelings out with people. So in summation, burnout will happen throughout your life, especially if you're working hard during this crazy, crazy season, and especially with a pandemic going on out into the world. We are all suffering with some level of emotional, physical, or mental exhaustion. And so this is another nice reminder to just be kind to the people you interact with. We are all losing. We are all having rough days. So be sweet as much as you can be. Offer compassion, and offer compassion to yourself. Because honestly, if you're kind and soft to yourself, that is going to be reflected back to you in some way. Whether it's from a random hug from a friend or someone reaching out to you in a message, it comes back. So make sure that you just take a deep breath, be kind, follow our guidelines, and we'll be okay. All right, guys. So I hope you feel a little less burdened this morning, and maybe you have some tools to go forward with a new perspective. All right. So I will be seeing you in tomorrow's video, and if you need to reach out, I'm always here. All right, take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah!